Well, at this point, if you're coughing on a bus, you're going to get a lot of dirty stares, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
And look at this. Predictions going for this one. I am so surprised that one person even went for SOS. That's like...
Yeah,
that's a risky click, man. Risky prediction right there from Daehyun.
Yeah, that's... I don't know what the sense is behind that. I mean, sure, SOS is dangerous and he is tricky, but Dream has just been showing such excellence in the matchup.
It's like we talk about the small things, you know. Dream did have a lot of games played against Protoss recently. Maybe SOS has an idea of how to beat him. Of course, SOS is also very tricky. He's known for taking these big upsets against players that are better than him. He took a game off a hero in Pro League as well, just by going for a hidden base on Overgrowth. So if there was a player to go and do some kind of crazy build against Dream, it is going to be SOS. But at the same time, that is not a safe prediction, man.
No, that is not safe at all. There he is, Dream, the grand finalist of the Season 2 of Star League.
The monster.
The monster, man. He defeated CJ Hero 4-0 in this matchup.
It's unreal.
And, I mean, besides that, he's defeated Light, he's defeated Zest, he defeated Reality in his last 3 Pro League matches, so he's coming off like a pretty healthy win streak as well. This guy is kind of unstoppable right now.
Yeah. 2-3 against SOS. You have to think most of those games are before when SOS was on top, tied with Hero for the most winning player in Pro League last season. And Dream recently getting huge as he becomes such a gigantic player. He didn't really even used to play that much in Pro League. If you notice, he's 8-3 here, so he hasn't really had that many games in round 1 and round 2. So
it's kind of interesting like that. He's had a lot more success in the individual leagues, like obviously getting to the grand finals of both Star Leagues. Here is SOS. He is 3-2 actually against Dream in unofficial matches. This guy recently, you know, he's still in Code S doing well, defeated Rain and Beyond. He's won the last couple of games against Keen and Sora in Pro League. Now, not the biggest names, but still, you know, has a bit of momentum behind him.
That he does, and he's a very tricky player. We'll see what he pulls out today. What's going to come out of the magic hat tonight? Out of this Protoss player, it's going to be Dream versus SOS going into Cactus Valley Game 2 right now. Down here in the bottom left in the orange for SK Telecom T1, it is Dream.
Down here in the bottom right for Generic Green Wings, SOS. What have you got planned on such a big map, mate? What will you be doing? No doubt a proxy, I feel.
You're like, no doubt.
No
Definitely,
doubt,
100%.
No doubt, 100%. He's cheesing in some way or another against a beast like this. But look at those percentages, Valdez.
Wow.
It says a lot about a best of one as well, you know. A lot of preparation can come into this one game. And SOS could just have a killer build for what we've been seeing from Dream, which is, you know, a lot of Hellion Rumby's actually, especially in that last best of 7.
It was all about the drops while running in Hellions into the natural and just wreaking havoc in the base of Hero during that best of 7. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries the same against SOS, but like you're saying, maybe SOS has a defense planned. Who knows? Maybe SOS is just going to play very safe and ward everything off and just get ahead and play solid macro PvT. It's not really what we'd expect, but maybe against a guy like Dream, if he can successfully hold off that aggression, he can definitely do well.
Yeah, well, I wonder. It looks like we're going to see Dream go over that CC first. Start things off. A great choice for the map. And SOS there. We're getting that early, the standard sort of gateway timing. Going to go for that scout now. Try and figure things out. See what direction he goes in. And looks like he's going to be scouting it last, actually, judging from that probe. It's going to be going north, so very fortunate for Dream.
That it is. And that pylon, we've seen it before. Sometimes players can hide buildings over there, actually. You can hide it in that little nook. It'll definitely dodge a scan. The main base of Cactus Valley is quite large, so it's hard to go for a scan. If you can deny a scout and possibly just hide a building there. Could be pretty nice.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you do it there, because, I mean, at any time in the near future, in the next few minutes, you could just see an SAV run on by up that ramp, and he would spot whatever's there.
Oh, yeah.
But in the mid-game, like, maybe when the Nexus is down and stuff's at the front, like a Mothership Core, to deny any sort of scouting going in, great place for that stuff.
Dream going with double barracks here. If I'm not mistaken, I think against Hero, he went for fast tech after CC first on this map.
Yeah, he was pretty greedy against Hero, actually. This time around, though, he's being very careful going for that 3 Rex off of the CC.
Yeah,
I like that.
Kind of respecting SOS, you know?
Respect the aggression. I definitely appreciate that. We did see a lot of early aggression from SOS in the past as well. I mean, we did see that, as you said, Proxy Oracle, and a follow-up of a lot of Blink Stalkers. So, like, this thing can happen. If you get enough bio out early enough, you can just shut that down.
And a bit of a late scout there from SOS. He was hiding the probe up there for a while. I was wondering if he was going to proxy something, but it turns out it's just a late scout. He does know that Dream is in the bottom left now, so he could go for a proxy, I suppose, if he wanted to. It doesn't look like it, though. Wants to get that scout down first.
Yeah, let's get a big scout off. See what's going on. You'll see that it was a CC first. And because the Marines are, you know, in the main base, oh, no, the probe actually stopped and turned. Now,
Wants to save that probe.
It's kind of interesting that he did that, too, because you didn't get to see if it was going to be a 3 racks or a 1 racks or anything like that. It's kind of scary, I think. Maybe a little bit of a mistake.
At the same time, he is going to get the scout here with the Mothership Core.
That is true. That is true. He will follow it up, and he will save that probe. And he can have it on the map as well if he wants. But that is 5 Marines. They can catch out a Mothership Core. Not paying attention there.
Sees 2 of the barracks. I think he can pretty reasonably expect 3 racks there. See both of the gases now coming down from Dream. Getting that bunker up, just being a bit safe with all those Marines.
Ooh, SCV looking to get a scout. Doesn't find it there. Might force to scan in that main. I think he'd probably want to scan SOS above all else because he is so dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Might be the one time he makes that exception. Like, okay, I will actually commit to a scan this time.
Yeah. Let's see what SOS does here. He does have that robotics down. No Twilight at all. Usually you see a lot of Protosses, especially Hero, kind of making that very popular go for Twilight first. You get that blink just to be safe against drops, or to, you know, put on the aggression with your own blink if your Terran opponent is being greedy. But we just see robotics first out of SOS, and that's about it.
This is interesting. Yeah. I wonder what he's saving for. And there we go. Just a very quick Colossus. Completely foregoing Twilight. That kind of leads me to believe like maybe he's going to be trying for something 2-base. Maybe some sort of Colossus timing. Because if you're not going to get Blink anytime soon, you're going to commit to Colossus this early. Maybe you're just going to go for a very heavy gateway sort of unit composition with a couple of Colossus. Try and push the front and end the game early on.
Yeah, definitely could be. I forget the player who did it. It might have been Hero. Someone went for some kind of double forwards. You get 1-1 and 2 Colossi with range, and you just put down a ton of gateways and go for an all-in. It's worked before.
Yeah, that might be what we're seeing. But still, it's going to be a hard sort of style to do because we are seeing that 3 racks. There's going to be a lot of bio out very quickly.
But at the same time, mostly Marines. So
that is a good way to actually think about it because
you know, you get 2 Colossi, you're going to be pretty safe. There's not going to be enough Marauders to get in the back there and snipe your Colossi down.
And Vikings are going to be late as well.
Yeah.
So like everything's going to be a little bit later except for the Marines. And if you have the counter to Marines, maybe you can go for that kill. So maybe he's also, you know, getting Colossus early so he can shut this down and then transition into that Twilight later to get the Blink and the upgrades and go for that later 3rd base. Just making sure he's super safe in the time being.
Yeah. We're seeing a probe now go out on the map and do a bit of scouting. He's actually going to put down a pylon here. Interesting. I suppose he could put some buildings there, but that probe is already moving out, so possibly just letting it be there to scout drops even.
I guess, yeah. It's kind of an interesting place to put it. See if he
or maybe set up for his 3rd base, you know. The standard 3rd base of SOS is, of course, always in the top right, certain bottom right.
Yeah. Yeah, DT Shrine as well actually being put down. So SOS essentially just going for that freestyle. You know, just doing whatever he wants.
Yeah. This is SOS we're watching. Yeah. You can tell by the play.
Yeah. You could. I mean, I could not see these names the whole game, and then I'd be like, oh, this is SOS for sure.
Yeah.
He's actually just getting everything at once, and it doesn't make sense. Except for SOS.
It makes sense because it's SOS, and that's about it.
Yeah. Well, this is dangerous. That's a lot of bio on the map. Stim only half done, but still, they could catch some units and do a lot of damage. +1 about to finish as well.
Yep.
Oh, but look how many sentries there are. That could definitely save these Colossus for
Dream
quite
has
some
to
time.
be so careful right now with this. He does have his 2 medevacs, but once he sees those very fast 2 Colossi, he's going to immediately back off.
Yeah, this is actually good timing for it. There's still a minute left before Stim, so he can chase these down, shave off a few units, push him back while he goes to that 3rd Nexus.
Yeah. Instantly scans the Observer, something you'll see a lot of the time from these very top-level Terrans. Always getting rid of the Observers.
Yeah.
And if you'll notice, SOS with the very fast Colossus build, he only has 2 Observers out. And one of them just died.
One of them just died. And 4 medivacs around now, and that army is almost small enough that you can drop on top of if you have enough fire. There's another Observer on top of this army. He gets rid of this one. Essentially, SOS is in the dark.
Here's the first DT into the main of Dream. Has he noticed?
Oh, man. He's going to notice now. He's going to actually commit SCVs to that while he fights this army.
Uh-oh. Yeah, look at this. At the same time, already 6 SCVs have gone down and finally go. But a bit of a fight here in the middle of the map. Dream trying to snipe down these Colossi, but very good force fields.
Good force fields, still losing all the gateway units. This is actually looking fantastic for Dream if he can carry the momentum and maybe get at least one of these Colossus.
Oh, man. He's going to get at least one. Looks like he's not going to be able to follow up onto that 2nd Colossus just yet, but he definitely has the momentum here.
Yeah, he busted this wide open as well. If he gets the Observer, now there's no detection. There's 2 Widow Mines blocking the way to that 3rd base.
Yep, where's that last Observer? He's going to need that in a bit here.
Oh, man. Yeah, where is that last Observer? Looks like it was across the map. It's coming down now. It's in an awkward place, though. If it gets scanned and killed, then there's just nothing.
Now Dream trying to put on that pressure, just trading once again very efficiently with these gateway units. Sniping down some pylons. Some of these gateways are losing their health.
Yeah, just causing a lot of havoc here. 3rd base completely on mining.
Yeah.
He's waiting for that photon overcharge to disappear before he commits to it.
That last Observer just went down. He's got no Observers now. Those Widow Mines blocking off the path for those gateway units. He can't even defend his 3rd base.
Yeah.
He's going to have to let it go.
He just has to let it go. And that is so much damage done and so much momentum behind Dream. He's up a base now. Fully saturated 3rd base for Dream at this point. And he's just streaming this bio across the map. He doesn't have to do anything but make bio and go for the kill at this point.
Uh-oh, that Mothership Core in danger.
So close. 14 HP left. Now he's trading Marauders with the Colossus.
SOS has to back off those Marauders. What he's doing?
Oh, he
loses one of them.
Oh, big mistake.
At the same time, DT getting a ton of kills, but it's not near the damage that Dream is doing to the army of SOS here.
Still, that is quite a lot of damage in that main base. It's essentially got wiped out, but I don't think we're going to see it really make much of a difference in the longer term because that is so many Marauders right now.
Yeah.
That is 13 Marauders in that natural.
I see one little Marine there being squashed in between the Marauders that he's making.
Big blink forward. Ambitious. 4 mines active. Everything getting wiped out.
SOS just losing so much army supply. Dream sitting on 38 SCVs. He's totally fine with that.
Yeah, he is. There's no problems right now. And everything kind of getting wiped out. One more Colossus goes down. Nearly every Marauder's gone as well.
Yeah, but at the same time, just taking efficient trades over and over and over again. Dream, though, he has to be careful in his main base. He's losing more SCVs now.
Oh, the mines went off again, and now everything is gone for SOS.
Oh, GG. Dream just too much for SOS to handle. Too much for any Protoss these days to handle. Taking out name after name like it's none of his business.
I liked what SOS was doing in that game. Going for that early Colossus to destroy that bio push that we did see from Dream coming across the map. But besides that, he just didn't find really any damage with the DTs early on. He took a bad fight with his gateway units and Colossus against that bio concave. And from there, just the momentum was in Dream's favor, and he crushed him.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I think just SOS going for too many different things,
Yeah.
He eventually did find the damage with his DTs, but it was too late. His defense just wasn't there to follow it up, and he only had 2 Colossi the whole time. He eventually went back into making more Colossi, but it was just not enough for all those Marauders that Dream was making.
Yeah, he could really just ignore the damage he was taking from those DTs when he's that far ahead, pushing in the natural, resetting the Colossus count again and again. You didn't have to deal with Blink at all or really any upgrades for most of those fights. So you can trade so efficiently.
So there you go. The win we expected from Dream. He's going to get it once again against SOS. And the last chance here for the Jin Green Wings to take one game off of SK Telecom T1 here to get that ball rolling. It's going to be Innovation versus Cure up next.
Yeah, this is another good chance for Jin Air. Probably their best chance at this point to get a win. It's kind of surprising that, well, I guess not too surprising, but for now, like, Innovation, he hasn't been playing very well, so Cure might be looking at this as like, I can get this win, I have to get this win, or it's 3-0.
Yep. And we'll check out that game after a 3-minute break. Stay tuned.